just want to talk a little bit about injuries today and how to handle the situation when it arises. And the reason why I want to do this is because this has happened to me countless times where I've gotten injured and then I've had to heal and then I've had to start again from square one. Especially if you do something like ballet or something physical where you can physically feel the strength leaving your body. I'm pretty sure you've heard of the saying, pain is weakness leaving the body. But sometimes it's in reverse. Sometimes pain is strength leaving the body. Look, there's some people that are very lucky that aren't prone to injuries, and then there's the few of us that are prone to injuries. And for instance, myself, I struggle with back injuries. Now, pretty much wherever you're prone to getting injuries, it's generally the place that is the weakest. So someone who has extremely weak hamstrings might get hamstring injuries, and someone who's got weak knees could get knee injuries. Obviously there's other factors at play as well that could be causing the injuries, but for the most part it's generally due to weakness in that part of the body. And my weakest part of my body is in my back, and that is where I often get injured. It drives me a little bit crazy because, and I'm sure you can relate, I'm sure we all feel like this, that when, especially if you are prone to injuries, for instance, you've just started doing something, you've just got back into your ballet program, you've just started practicing again and everything, you're starting to feel stronger, you're starting to feel good, and then bam, an injury happens. And then now you've got to start from scratch. It feels like it. So you start again with, first you've got to wait for the pain to dissipate and to start feeling better, to feel, you've got to pretty much listen to your body to know when you can start giving it a bit of a push. Like for instance, Tuesday 2 weeks ago, I actually pulled my back out. I was taking the washing and I put the empty washing basket, I put it down in the ground, and what happened? My back went. And the pain was so severe, I nearly collapsed. Thankfully, I didn't. But since then, my back has been so excruciatingly sore. And it's so annoying when you feel like I started ballet again at the end of last year, got renting a studio and that, and really starting to push my ballet again. And then at the beginning of this year, I was away for traveling for work and also for holiday. And yeah, I didn't exercise for probably the better part of 3 weeks. I never went to the studio. I never did any of that. And then upon returning after the travels, I went and got a bladder infection. And they put me on this medication. I'll put a picture of it. It's called Ziplox, I think it is. And one of the side effects are that it can cause tearing in the Achilles tendons or tearing away of the muscle away from the bones. So it's quite a hectic medication, especially if you're sensitive to medication. So I'm super sensitive to medication. So obviously that was one of the side effects for me, is that my muscles started to get sore. If I was sitting in a funny position, my tendon and my Achilles tendon would get so sore. I was like, well, this is not good. And then I did some research on it, and apparently the side effects can last for months afterwards. Anyway, so during that period, I didn't do anything for about a week or two. And then I had to travel for work again, so I couldn't dance again. So this is probably a good 5 weeks that I haven't done any dancing. And then that day with the washing line. And I can tell you now that if you've been dancing your whole life, from like the age of 3 or 4, then your body needs to have exercise to function properly. I have noticed that whenever I take a prolonged break from dancing or stretching or yoga, then my back literally goes out. Sometimes it's been really bad where I've been immobile and haven't been able to move around, and that's been shocking, but this time it wasn't so bad. So I think one of the secrets to helping to prevent injury is to do what you are used to doing. So for instance, if you've danced your whole life, like I was saying, continue exercising, continue dancing. If you are finding yourself that maybe you danced when your whole life, and then you got married and had children and you stopped dancing, but you've noticed that you started to feel pain in certain parts of your body, I don't want to say this is gold, but it could be because your body is not exercising the way it used to and the way it grew up, knowing what was normal for you. So that would just be a little bit of a recommendation from myself, is that if that is the case, then maybe try taking up a couple of ballet classes here and there. Try doing yoga. I know I love yoga. I do it every morning during the week. That's like the first thing that I do after taking my son to school. And I really find that when I'm doing my yoga, then my body is pretty much happy with me. But as soon as I stop, like I had for those 5 weeks, then my body becomes very angry with me. Okay, so as I've been speaking here, I'm like, what was the point of this video? And I don't think I have a point. Maybe, if I think about it, maybe I just want to like vent, like speak out loud what I've been thinking inside my own mind. And I don't know, maybe it resonates with someone watching. If it does, please leave a comment, let me know. And if you are someone who is prone to injuries, please let me know where you get those injuries. That would be interesting for me to know, because I know back problems also run in our family. So generally all my siblings, when we have something go wrong with an injury, it's in our backs. I would love to know, like, what is an injury that you are prone to? Maybe it's something that's hereditary, like it is in our family. But yeah, I just want to say that when you do feel like you are starting again from scratch, which is something I can relate to, I can relate with you 100%, because it's happened uncountable times to me in the past couple of years where I felt like I've had to start from scratch again. I don't know, maybe it is my body just telling me, you know what, you're 38 years old, it's time to hang up your ballet shoes. But no, I absolutely cannot do that. I love it too much. I love being able to film videos with point shoes. I love doing yoga. I just love being active. So that is not going to happen. But yeah, just maybe a little bit of encouragement for you guys. If you feel like you are starting from scratch, you are not alone. And you know, the interesting thing is, even though you feel like you're starting from scratch, that when you start dancing again or exercising, the first couple of times you might be shaking and all over the place, which is what's been happening to me the last 2 days. It's been quite embarrassing doing a plie and like shaking like a leaf. But you'll find that after a couple of lessons and after a couple of practice sessions, that you will feel stronger than you did previously. You know what I mean? So yeah, take what you want with that. But yeah, just know that you are not alone. You're not alone on this journey of feeling like you're always starting from scratch. I am here with you, going through it with you, so we can really like empathize together with each other. And also just remember what you need to work on in order to get back to your point of health, physical health. So for instance, with my lower back pain, I do know that it is strongly related to my glute muscles. My glute muscles get very tight. So I find that I really have to stretch them out a lot, like really, and I can feel that pain in my back. But as my glutes become more malleable and not as stiff, I can feel that back pain does start to dissipate. So really you've really got to like listen to your body and like try to figure out what it's saying to you. Like for instance, I didn't want to go to the chiropractor to have my back click because of this medication that I've been on, and I'd hate for a snap to happen and then something literally breaks. After all of that, this just in, today I decided to go to the chiropractor because I could feel over the last 2 days that it felt like there was actually a nerve pinching in my spine. And just as well I went, because he managed to manipulate me in that my one leg was shorter than the other. And yeah, it's from tight glute muscles, like he said, and like I was saying earlier, and also because he says possibly my core deep down isn't strong enough, so I need to work on more core exercises, which is exactly what I'm going to start doing. But it's feeling a whole lot better, so shout out to my chiropractor. Thank you so much. Yeah, so let's continue with the video. So just, if you're feeling weak and sore in a part of your body, it could be that it's related to another part of your body that just needs a bit of a stretch or something. But really, this is why I say I can't tell you what to do. You've got to really listen to your own body and do what feels right and comfortable for you. Yeah, I just hope that does help someone, even if the rest of the video was not helpful. But anyway, guys, have a good day. I love you lots. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, leave your comments in the comment section, like this video, also subscribe if you want to hang around more for ballet related kind of content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Be blessed.